Meet the jam-packed candidate field for the Summit School Board tonight at Summit High. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News. First, say so long to the hunky-dory lot, the dirt lot next to River Run Gondola at Keystone, and soon to be home of a Rock Resorts hotel and condos. Scott Russell with the One River Run development.
I mean, it was a big effort to get a contract that both parties agreed to purchase it, but once we got through that, the designing of the project's been the biggest effort the last year.
One River Run calls for 107 hotel rooms and 95 for-sale condos managed by Vail Resorts, plus new parking at Hunky Dory and ground-level retail. But zoning there is for multi-family units, not a hotel, and developers need a zoning exemption before shovels hit dirt.
What we're doing as far as a mix of product type and hotel, the timing is good because River Run Village currently does not have a traditional hotel.
Russell meets with county commissioners next week, October 22nd, to change the zoning. Groundbreaking is tentatively scheduled for next summer. Tonight is a local election forum with school board candidates and an overview of tax questions on this year's ballot. The school board candidate field is packed. 7 women and 3 men vying to fill 4 empty seats. We've got Chris Ailman of Silverthorne, Artistic Director at Lake Dillon Theater, Jenny Bradley of Frisco, also on the Summit Foundation Board, Miranda Fisher of Keystone, the GM at KSMT Radio, Lauren Gearhart of Frisco, Teen Program Coordinator for the county, Stan Katz of Silverthorne on the Summit Combined Housing Authority Board, Emily Lutke of Breckenridge, a ski resort professional, Gloria Quintero of Silverthorne with the County Public Health Department, Consuelo Redhorse of Silverthorne, a local accountant, Brooke Schatz of Breckenridge with experience on the Carriage House Board, and Tim Westerberg of Dillon, a former teacher, principal, and education consultant. Summit Schools is one of the largest employers in Summit County, and the board oversees more than 500 teachers and staff and 3,600 students. School board decisions have huge implications for parents, teachers, and taxpayers. The district is funded in part by property taxes. You will also get details on Measure 1A, a countywide nicotine tax raising $3.86 million through a $4 cigarette tax and 40% tax on all other nicotine products. That grows by 10% every year to 80% tax in 2023. Then there's Measure 1B, a mill levy question for open space funding, and Measure 4A, which takes $950,000 annually from a mill levy now used for kindergarten and transfers it to teacher salaries and mental health counseling in schools. That election forum is tonight, 5:30 p.m. at Summit High School. The public is welcome. Vail Resorts is on track to be emissions-free by 2030, and it begins right here in Summit County. The company this week released a recap of its Epic Promise initiative, showing they invested $2.4 million in energy efficiency programs this year, like LED light bulbs at 17 North American resorts and a new 12-year commitment to wind power subsidies. At Keystone, this summer's multi-million-dollar snowmaking upgrade is entirely remote. Snowmaking crews can turn it off with the push of a button. Keystone also separated its night skiing lights from the snowmaking system. In the past, lights on some runs had to stay on when blowing snow. At Vail and Beaver Creek, the company spent $800,000 on energy upgrades, like new boilers, refrigeration equipment, and water pumps. The Summit Middle School cross-country team is nearly undefeated this year, with a perfect record for the girls and 1 loss for the boys. So what's the key to their success? Coach Mike Hagan says it's pure, deep talent.
We've won because our 3rd and 4th runners have been, finishing quite a ways faster or higher than 3rd and 4th runners on other teams.
Every cross-country season starts with a time trial, and some runners have improved by upwards of 5 minutes on a 2-mile course. The team runs one last time this weekend at the middle school state meet, and hopes are high.
Last year, the girls were 4th and the boys were 5th. I think we have the potential to do even better than last year.
The state meet is Saturday, October 19th at D'Evelyn High School on the Front Range. Local fire danger is high today. Still with Stage 1 restrictions, fires remain banned in the backcountry. In sports, the Broncos play the Chiefs tonight on Thursday Night Football. Kickoff is 6:20, and the Nuggets finish the preseason against the Trailblazers at 8. And in local sports, brought to you by Wilderness Sports in Dillon, Summit High Boys Soccer plays Eagle Valley at home today, Lady Tigers Volleyball is in Glenwood Springs, and cross country is racing at regionals in Grand Junction. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News.